Hello guys, this is Joshua Hawes here. I'll be doing this video will be me explaining my thoughts on the newest episode of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 2. Overall, it was a really good episode and kind of built on where the other episodes, last episode was on the stories and the characters. So the show starts off with the new Captain America, John Walker, backstage. And it doesn't make him necessarily completely good, as we learn in the show, because he does some messed up things. But you get that more sympathetic side of him, because he doesn't necessarily want this. He just has to do it, which I think is interesting. I think it's very interesting how they do that. And one person who's not happy is Bucky. Bucky Barnes is, because like literally he hasn't seen Falcon in a while, and the next scene is after he does like this interview and stuff, and they all know who he is. He just finally meets Falcon and Winter Soldier. He's like, "Why did you give up the shield?" And he's like, "Nice to meet you too." And we start seeing that chemistry between them. And of course, he is incredibly mad that you gave up the shield after he voluntarily gave it to you and said, "You're the new Captain America." Okay, so which so he goes on to help him with the I forget the name, but it's that gang. He goes on to then help them, and they get started. With this leads to a massive brawl. The chemistry between these characters shows because it is incredible. They're fighting. They're getting destroyed because they're fighting because they're fighting super soldiers until it comes away that good old Captain America. And he comes in and helps them, and you gotta give him some credit, considering the fact he's fighting super soldiers. He gave the fight and did pretty well and able to fight them off. This leads to them leaving for a bit. Then they go on the car with them to have a chat with her, and it is a very interesting scene because you can tell Bucky's just like, "Nah, I don't like you. I don't like you," and Falcon's like, "Yeah, I don't like you, but not on the same extent." So, and they have a conversation. Bucky decides to leave, but he's the Captain America says, "We should work together, I mean, I would love to." He says to Falcon, "We should work together because I'd love to work with his sidekick." Falcon, obviously, was like, "Okay, I'm done. Goodbye. I'm done. I'm donezo." Like, why would you say that? We're gonna say you that had a giant battle with Thanos? No, you shut your mouth, Captain. And you call him the sidekick. Anyway, so the next scene, they decide to. Bucky takes him to this old man who's a super soldier. I forget his name. He's like that guy, which I think is starting to become a trend around this time. Because I have a feeling they did try and link race into it. So yeah, there's basically they come and have this conversation. It doesn't go anywhere. So Falcon and Bucky are having an argument. Like, "You telling me there would be because about the thing about this guy, he's another super soldier, and he kind of beat Winter Soldier in a fight. But after it failed, and even though it worked him after they stopped doing it, he was sent to prison for testing. Even so, he was helping the country. I have a feeling it has something to do because he's black, especially with the other scene that happens next. But it may just be the way I'm thinking about it. But I think this episode in particular was tackling racism in some shape or way, because they wouldn't have done that to Captain America. I do not think so. Why is it because he's a less known guy? Is it okay for him? Like, yeah. So then they go out and have an argument. It's a black person, white person having an argument. And all of a sudden, the policemen come. And my brain is thinking, like, because of what happened in summer. And the policeman goes up to him. He's like, he goes all defensive and angry against the black person, and he's back. He's like, I'm sorry, is this guy bothering you? We can deal with him and stuff." And then another police car comes, and then he's like, "Bro, do you not really know who he is?" And he finds out, oh, it's Falcon. Said, "Oh, I'm Falcon, sorry, I didn't recognize you because you didn't have the goggles." Wow. Like, this Falcon cannot catch a break. He can't get a loan for stupid reasons. He gets stopped by the police for stupid reasons. It turns out they end up having to arrest Bucky because he failed to go to his therapy, but because of his past, he legally has to go there. So he's been sent to jail. But he's been let go thanks to good old Captain America. Aren't you? You're a good guy. So, as long as they have the therapy session now, Sam Wilson's forced to join it. They have this really, like, interesting scene of just their chemistry going together. Then they have to stand on to explain, and Bucky tells him why he doesn't like him. He says, Cap trusted you with that shield, and he was wrong. And that starts to make me think, was he wrong about me? Because he has a right to think that he was wrong about what he thinks after everything he's been through. He's thinking, well, if he was wrong about you, was he right about me? Then he says, then Sam Wilson says, can you and Cap just got to accept the fact that I did what I thought was right. So, yeah, and they agree. They say that they're going to deal with these people, then subsequently never meet each other again. And Falcon's already left. Bucky goes back to his therapist and says, what was rule number 2 again? And she's like, don't hurt anybody. He's just like, okay, and walks off. Meaning that he's gonna hurt a lot of people. That's all it means. He's gonna hurt a lot of people. That's what it means. So, and then they have a conversation. They go out, and whose siren goes off? Good old buddy Cap. And he's like, we should work together. He's like, no. And Falcon and Bucky are like, with all due respect, we don't think that's a good idea. You're controlled by the government. We're freelance. We're free agents. We can do whatever we want. We can do what we need to do. Cap's like, fine, just don't get in my way. He's very annoying, but I understand. I thought I was gonna somewhat like him at the start to see. I hope the best they're gonna do is him acknowledging the fact that he does not deserve the shield and give it back. I don't think he's a full-fledged villain. He's just a man with an ego. So, but that was some annoying stuff when he called Falcon sidekick and just told him to stay out of our way. And they have a conversation. It's like, okay, there's only one person we can really talk to. We gotta talk to Zemo. And as soon as we had that 5-second shot of Zemo, I had a feeling that the show was gonna end. And boom, of course, because it's a Marvel show and they end on a big thing, the show just ends like that. Overall, my thoughts, I really liked it. I really enjoyed why Bucky is so angry about, because it shows his character, and because he's already going through enough issues. Like, he's going through enough and has to worry about that. It's just a really good show. They try to stop the terrorist group. There are some other scenes happening that I've just remembered, but they're not too important. Overall though, this is a really good show. Very much looking forward to seeing how this show goes for. I am having a blast with this show. And that's all I have to say. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like the video. Sorry, enjoy the don't forget you like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, turn notifications, never miss a video. See you all in the next one. Bye guys.